So everything is really quiet on this.
Actually, tell me, but like
I need to like block out all the other noise.
these are not noise
Do not do that. You're gonna look ridiculous on camera.
This is not noise canceling headphones for our teeth.
Alright, he cut us.
Wait, what is this podcast about?
We're gonna figure it out. Alright, yo, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Not by naked stitch.
Louder, Jesus.
You sure we need a retake on?
Dude, we have Ariana Grande on this set.
Oh,
Yeah.
Break, please. Today we have something to do.
RT holds.
Yeah, close this.
And now my name, the matter is Illinois. Stop.
Alright, can you introduce us? Introduce that. Oh. Introduce us. Don't focus on the TV.
Oh,
The band at stay at the house. They were gonna do last self. Bye.
Harley.
Introduce ourselves. So my name is Ruth.
my name's Dylan.
My name is Ron Burgundy.
My name is Professor Arthur Gisache from Arthur Agriculture Farms. Oh. And well, yeah, today we're talking about the how we can like make America rich in food again.
Yeah, rich in food again. I think it already is rich in food, but it's not It's not.
We're talking about if we ran out of food supply.
There's a lot of like processed food that we're eating right now that is not good for us that you can't find in other countries.
There's also a really big waste because a lot of produce needs to be perfect for grocery stores to buy them, and so much gets thrown away just because it has small imperfections. But brother, how are you gonna solve it, Mr. Agriculture?
Also, are we talking about how we're gonna like, you know? So I was basically like talking about how we're gonna like, how do you call it? How we're gonna like end this problem of not having enough food because no all states and no all cities like have enough food for them, and some other cities like Boston, New York, like they have food, like we're not worried about them, but some other low-level cities like I don't know. Anyway, so for them they like don't have food, yeah. So we need to like fix that, and it's not like they're coming out to talk about it. So we also need to fix that situation. So I'm asking like all four of us like, how are we gonna fix that situation?
Well, I think that a lot of the food is there. It's just not distributed properly. Because a lot of people.
That's a good point.
Like,
That's a good
like-
point.
A lot of like the good nutritious like fruits and vegetables and produce and things like that, they're only accessible to people who can like really afford it. Like the people on the lower end of the like spectrum when it comes to like income, and like people who are like below the poverty line or at the poverty line, even middle class, like sometimes like they just can't afford the nice like good nutrition.
Fresh food. Fresh food is hard and more expensive than, the cheap.
Yeah, so what are we like gonna do about that? Like the low level people, how are we gonna help them like access food and that other stuff that the other higher class people have? But even
You can explain your underground farm idea. I think.
I know, I think that would be a good like let's hear the underground. Let's hear it.
Let's hear.
Yeah, let's
about the set.
underground thought. Don't be shy now.
You literally roasted me.
No, but that was in the last show. Like this is, this is like wanna hear about.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Why would I have it underground where there's no sunlight? Would I have artificial sunlight?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Also, would it protect me from maybe the locusts that come out, other bugs that can
And the
room like crops.
And as long as I think that the underground farm would be nice, but then it's not like the plants are like what if like some plants grow really tall? Like how are they gonna go all the way up? And most plants, if not every plant, like they need sunlight. So you're gonna get light.
You don't necessarily need sunlight. You just need a specific. You just need light, which is easy to find. We can get mirrors reflecting the sun's light, or we could just get those special lights specifically for growing plants.
Yeah.
But then I have a like, so if you say that you're gonna reflect the light, so you know that sunlight, even us humans need it, and energy from the light, like vitamin D, whatever they call it. So even plants need that energy. So if you say you're gonna reflect the sun's light, so the plants don't get much like ingredients or minerals as much as they would get if they're like on top.
No, because reflected sunlight will still be sunlight.
Yeah, but
It's not like the mirror doesn't take away what's in the sun. Like the mirror reflects like at least like 98% of the sun. So it's not really that much that's being lost if you use mirrors to reflect it. But I mean, yeah,
But then if it's underground, like, are you like gonna put a mirror? Like the roof would be a mirror.
no. So you can't, if you put a mirror on the top, right? The sun comes this way. So you put a mirror, it's gonna go back up. You have to put a mirror on the sides that are
angle
so that it would go towards the sun.
Exactly.
But I have another problem with this underground. Is have you ever seen a farm?
That is
Those are humongous farms to yield like a normal amount of crops, right? You're gonna need a humongous team spending a humongous amount of money to even excavate that underground portion.
Yeah, so I'm still wondering like how much money we would spend on like building those underground farms.
And not to mind you, dirt isn't really that like sturdy. So you're gonna have to put at least some type of concrete or like structure to uphold the ceiling. And that's gonna be a really big base, so you're gonna need a lot of
But what's
structural
the
support.
point of like what's the connection from like underground farms and like helping people that like eat nutritious foods? Like what's the connection? Like why is the underground farm good for that? Do you know?
Well, in the underground farms, there's gonna be less pesticides, less like fungi.
More nutrient food and nutrition food.
How about we just use natural pesticides instead of just chemical ones, and we can kind of figure out what those are instead of having to do this whole different type of product. I feel like if a lot of the farm or a lot of the like pesticides that were chemical based weren't used, and we could use other ones that are natural, and maybe it means that you have to throw out a little more crops because some pest gets to it. Maybe that means that, but at least you have more natural food. What do you think about that?
Natural pesticides don't exist.
Is that Ayush? Because you know I am a professional in agriculture and
Yeah, it's professional agriculture to talk to here.
so if you say natural pesticides are not there, like I don't know if they're actually there because I don't work in the government. I work, you know, as an agriculture professional. So I can like talk to the government of making some natural pesticides if they're not there, but I'm not really 100% sure because I don't use them because I have no pests to like, you know, disturb me. So maybe I can like go to and talk to the government about that and maybe they have an idea for that.
Yeah,
But yeah, those natural pesticides, if they can help, yeah, it would be a really good idea.
But a lot of
Most natural pesticides are insects, though. Like, for example,
Sure.
you'd have to bring a ladybug to get rid of a bunch of other things, but the ladies.
yeah.
But those also have its disadvantages.
I have a question. So if the farm is underground, how are like pests gonna reach here unless you like release them to actually go there? Unless you're talking about like bugs or insects like that, maybe those, but other than things like monkeys and stuff, how are they gonna get down there?
Monkeys?
I mean, yeah, mosquitoes are also pesticides, right?
No. But if underground, it won't need them because if you would just keep it like a closed area, nothing will get in there.
I know, like, so why are we talking about pesticides?
Because if it was above ground,
we don't need to go underground. If you can figure out a solution about
To wrap this up, let's establish what we talked about, okay? We talked about underground farms, to have natural pesticides, but like we have more nutritious foods for people in big cities, and we established that it's mostly the people on the lower spectrum that like struggle to find nutritious food because of how sensitive food is. But these are the issues, and then we need to find a way to solve this. So we'll leave it up to the people listening, and maybe we could get volunteers to work for free.
Yeah, if you're like going to get volunteers to distribute our food, I can help with that because I have a lot of workers who can help with that and like how much food. Yeah, so
Wait, might I ask you, where'd you get your PhD stuff? Because you said doctor, right? Where'd you get your PhD?
so you can also get medicine from food. So I am an agriculturist and a doctor, so like I use herbal medicine.
And we're
No. You could be a doctor in, like, wait, what do you?
There's a doctor in agriculture.
Yeah, they could be a doctor in.
all right. Well, let's wrap this up.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for listening and thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Have a great day. And this was our show.
Seriously, just this up,